Houston Police Department's Mental Health Division uses multifaceted strategies to respond to individuals in serious mental health crises. These strategies include the development of specialized training, outreach, and emergency health facilities, all working in collaboration with partners in mental health services in Harris County, Texas.
We have a nationally recognized program by the National Institute of Justice, and we certainly have been one of the learning sites for the NIJ for a number of years. In 2012, our police officers answered 1.2 million calls for service. And out of that number, over 27,000 were related to people who were in mental crisis. And many of those calls have devastating consequences. So it is vitally important that we learn how to address these calls, handle them in a safe manner that reduces injuries to the community and our police personnel.
This is the command center. We see that you're en route to a possible CIT disturbance.
The Mental Health Division at HPD is comprised of 5 units. All officers in these units are CIT trained. Crisis intervention training is certainly the foundation to all of our innovative strategies regarding our response to those suffering from a mental illness.
They call for SWAT and HNT, which you need to do because it is a special threat situation. It entails information about the major mental illnesses, communication de-escalation techniques, with the goal of trying to talk someone down from a mental health crisis rather than use force. Goal to keep the officer and the mental health consumer safe. Every cadet receives the 40-hour CIT class in the academy and graduates as a CIT officer. Every police officer in the Houston Police Department has received a minimum of 16 hours of CIT training.
The Mental Health Division has several multifaceted response strategy plans, and they include the Crisis Intervention Response Team, which partners a crisis intervention trained officer with a licensed mental health professional with the Mental Health Mental Retardation Authority of Harris County. So together they partner in the same patrol vehicle and they respond to more critical crisis calls.
HPD, through their conceptualizing, developing, expanding, enhancing mental health initiatives in partnership with us, have in fact set the standard for urban areas in Texas and have been recognized as one of the leaders in developing these initiatives across the country.
He went to the stand down this morning. They were able to fix him up with some gear. And the stand down's a really good thing. It's put on by the VA.
We identify very sick individuals who tend to utilize the 911 and police services quite frequently. There's usually a perpetual crisis involved with individuals with severe mental illness, and they're always engaging with the police. So what we have done is we created a resource to collaborate with the Mental Health Mental Retardation Authority to partner a caseworker with a police officer. And we have 4 caseworkers, and they can handle up to 70 chronic mental health individuals. And the goal with this program is basically to reduce the recidivism rate of contacts utilizing emergency services that are not always necessary to be responded to by a police officer.
The Sober Center is a diversion program. What we do is provide the HPD an option of taking a person to us that are arrested for public intoxication in lieu of taking them to jail.
Say 3 months ago I was homeless. I was living under the bridge right over here. I mean, and if it wasn't for the introduction of me and my case manager, I wouldn't want to even think of where my life would be right now.
We owe a ton of debt to our Houston Police Department and the leadership of the police department and the leadership of the city, because they was willing to consider doing something different. This is an innovative idea where the police department, especially the mental health unit, is working close with behavioral health providers, social workers and providers like us, counselors and recovery support specialists. And they are working toward providing these individuals a path for changing their lives.
What we have is an ever-increasingly humane, cost-effective, clinically appropriate response that saves lives, helps people with serious mental illness get access to care in a timely and appropriate way, and improves public safety all at the same time.
That's what we're here for, to protect and serve this community. And members who have substance abuse problems, homelessness, suffering from mental illness, they're part of our community, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And they certainly deserve for us to serve them. And if we can get them in a situation to where they're stable in their life, then we're going to save department resources.